Sådär, då ska jag fortsätta mitt gameplay här i Bruma. Jag ska se vad det var sist jag fick innan jag gick och la mig igår. Visit the Hall of the Champion. Vad är det här? Hall of the Champion, vad är...
Can I help you?
Sphere Mage.
Yeah.
Nej, prata med dig. Yes. Jag har några timmar på mig att spela här, för sen har jag...
Yes, I am. I'm hoping to join the synod.
Sen ska vi ha möte om min sons välbefinnande på förskolan.
Restoration mostly, but I also enjoy alchemy and alteration. Not so big on destruction. I like preserving life, not taking it.
Okay.
Oh, I was born in Bruma. I traveled around Cyrodiil and lived for a few years in Coral, but the mountains and the cold air always called to me. My parents used to say there must have been some Nord blood in our family for me to love the snow so much. There probably isn't, of course. My parents were from High Rock. That's about as Breton as it gets. Too bad they aren't here to see me make the synod.
Okay.
I think they would have been proud.
Yeah, me too.
They died a while back. Papa got sick, so Mama went out adventuring to try and raise money for a healer. Mama never made it back, so Papa never got his healing. I'm not broken up about it anymore. It happened several years ago now. But I do still miss the feeling of family, of being loved, you know? In any case, being a mage of the Synod will help with that. That will be my place to belong.
Okej.
Farewell.
Här är det inte så klart vilka som ger och inte ger uppdrag, tycker jag, utan ska jag kanske börja med den där. Konvinsa den här snubben att inte pressa charges. Var är han då? Damn it. Där. Där you are.
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow that lizard to engage in such a salacious... It's a dingy squad filled with criminals, rats, and lice. The amount of underhanded deals and crooked business that goes on there, it beggars belief! I wanted the proprietor to land in hot water. That dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that?
Okay.
Excellent. As it so happens, I'm a mage by trade. I have access to many magical items from my home of Alinor. Take this. It's a very special memory gem. I have one active at all times, and this particular one recorded everything that happened in the tavern that night. Take it, and let the guard captain listen to it. Irrefutable evidence. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action then. See you.
Fast nu är det ju tvärtom.
What is it?
Fan också. Nu fattar jag. Jag kan antingen göra det ena eller det andra. Ja, jag får väl vara the good guy. Fan också, jag vill inte vara det. Ja.
Scholar streaming anew into Seigneur, to which it is driven. For the boss man They loved the sinew. The sinew, the Bosmer love.
Turnbowl, den vill jag inte ha. Inte den heller.
Renaud, you're distressing the customers.
Distressing? I am distressing the customers.
That's what I just said. Yes.
You are... You dare! How dare you! I am outraged. You hired me to play songs in this bar that is so far below my standards, and now you proclaim my music as distressful? I'm done with you, standards, and I'm done with this shoddy excuse for a tavern. I'm off for the Restful Watchman, your top competition. How about that, huh? And you... talentless, tasteless fiends! How dare you insult my music? Could you do better? Oh, you couldn't. Because I was trained at the Bots College in Solitude, and I'm the foremost practitioner of the art of...
Ska vi se, jag hade lite skit som jag inte vill ha. Slänger dem också.
Since Faulkner himself, you are nothing more than jealous maggots, grasping your waist to insult me and belittle my talent. And to that, I say, good day. Oh, look up.
Fan, kom jag pratar med dig. Du.
Oh, come to speak to the best bard. I am the most illustrious bard in the entirety of Tamriel. I promise you that. Much better than any of the bumpkins from the Bards College that I graduated to, of course. Of course I did. What, you think Renaud even Tone, a master bard and true artist, would be rejected from the Bards College? Of course not. The hat? The hat? You dare refer to it as a hat? This bumpkin is a Colovian fur elm. They were all the rage back in the Third Era, though their popularity has since waned. But I, the illustrious Renaud even Tone, am spearheading their revival. Not only am I a pioneer of music, I am also a pioneer of fine fashions. Soon, when you see all and sundry walking around sporting them, you'll know in the back of your mind that Renaud even Tone was there first.
Okay.
Aha! Another convert to the new fashion of Third Era Colovian fur elms. Soon every ruffian will be wearing them, so droll and original are they. Of course I am. A true Nord knows that boasting is appropriate when it is called for, and Renaud even Tone knows this well. Or are you insulting my ability, bumpkin? Don't tempt me. To clunk you over the head with my flute, or my lute, or bludgeon you with my fiddle. I know, I will travel to Daggerfall, grab one of those fancy bread and knobs and spank you with it. Oh, or I could slam you with a tambourine so vigorously.
En grej med det här att de har bra röstskådisar till det här, det är att de drar ut på dialogerna så in i helvete.
There goes the tambourine man. Tambourine woman just doesn't have the same ring to it. Tambourine lady, maybe. How's that sound, Pissin Rube?
Okej. Så tack, jag trodde att vi skulle öppna upp för någon quest eller någonting, men det, de flesta verkar bara...
Come to speak to the best bard in
Men vad fan gör du här? Dra åt helvete.
Unsurprising. Go Go on.
Come,
Speak.
warm yourself by the hearth. There is something, actually. Here. The powers that be at the county castle sent out this bounty letter. As it happens, yes, I do. I need the shipping request delivered to Greenwood. My regular courier is unavailable. If you're able to act in his stead, I'll reward you with coin.
I will.
Excellent. Take this to Afor Formalius at Greenwood, down where the Gerals meet the Great Forest. I'll deliver payment on your return.
Sure.
Adius Villius has been walking around looking flustered lately. You know, captain of the City Watch. Not sure what's got him in such a knot, though. You know that bard, Renaud Eventoned? Yeah. I hear the Jukanis paid him to watch over and entertain their kid Banus while they were out of town. Apparently, his attempts at lullabies scared the child so much he ran away from the bard and cried in the street until his parents got back.
Oh,
Realm Tay has been complaining about some noise nuisance. Talks my ear off about it. Probably that damnable bard, Renaud Eventoned. There's a Thalmor agent here in Bruma, making sure no one violates the Concordat. So I'd advise you not to, if you don't want them to slap you in irons.
hur många rooms
Ever been
har
to
det?
such? Should consider it. I hear it's absolutely picturesque. Went to head there myself, but no time, running the view and all. Been to Bruma's Synod Conclave? Useless quacks, the lot of them. Well, Ilentius is a nice guy at least. I mean the organization. They refuse to lift a finger for anyone who isn't a high-ranking member. There's some trouble going on with the Jukanis. Family feud or something. Their arguments aren't exactly hard to overhear.
Okej.
Jaden Hall's overflowing. Aftermath of the Red Year.
Ah,
I hear the Count's cracking down on criminals in Bravo. About time.
okej, nu räcker det.
Ah, you did well to choose the Geral. Your room rental. Peruse it at your leisure. Our customers find it very rejuvenating. Allow me to show you to your room. Right this way.
Är det in här alltså? Ja,
You need anything else, you know where to find me.
right. A makeshift fleet of rescue boats descended upon the shores of Sturk recently, as every ocean-going vessel from the humblest fishing junks to the most imposing imperial warships scrambled to the wreck of the Warhaft, an imperial frigate, to search for survivors. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Ultra, did you change the linens like I asked?
Of course I changed the linens. Don't you trust me, Stantis?
Why do you say that?
Today it was the linens. Yesterday it was the bath.
Tan.
It feels like you don't trust me.
I'm sorry.
Stantis tends the bar and
Leah's
rents
just
out.
been so busy
As a matter of fact,
and the
perhaps
stress is getting
so.
to me.
We're currently waiting on a delivery of cider from Applewatch, but, well, it's late. I don't think anything bad has happened. Poor Avon's probably just overworked, but we need that cider before our stocks go low.
Okay.
I'd be happy to provide you with the appropriate recompense.
Sure thing.
Excellent. Applewatch is just to the west of Bruma. Please, hurry. You should take
Jag kanske ska markera alla som är i Bruma så att jag liksom... Så att jag
Stantis, the
inte
Jericho is
tappar någon.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother. It's just that my most prized possession has gone missing, and I fear that without help, I'll never get it back. I normally wouldn't approach a stranger like this, but, well, I'm at the end of my tether. I could really use some help. Could I hire you? I could pay you handsomely.
I'll help you.
Excellent, thank you. The heirloom that's been stolen, well, by all accounts, the thief fled to the northeast of Bruma. I suspect they're holed up in Frozen Grotto. If you are able to retrieve my heirloom for me, I'll be forever in your debt.
Welcome.
Sure. Då ska vi se. Den.
What is it?
Vad var det här? Gerald View Bathhouse.
Ah, another patron of this fine bathhouse. This water is delightful. Truly delightful, yes?
Nice. Okay. Well, hello.
Hmm?
Sorry. Vänta, nu ska vi se. Okej, jag tror de skulle vara varmare. Så i 5 timmar kanske. Så äta lite. De ger ingen bonus på hunger. Inte de heller. Något sånt. Och så ger vi oss av då. Nu har jag många uppdrag att göra här. Men om jag börjar här i staden. Ska vi se. Jag har den och jag har den.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma.
Ska vi se, jag står åt rätt håll nu.
There is
Så,
anything you need,
hit
I'll
ska
try
jag.
my best to help you.
What is it?
Hello.
Det är den som är sidleveransen. Okej, men jag ska in här. Nu ska vi se. Här.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? As I suspected, sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks.
Sure.
Ah, well, this should be interesting. Go ahead, let's listen. A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I'm offing myself right about now.
Okay. Ska se. 3.
Word coming down from Skyrim is that a dragonborn has emerged. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest.
Mycket
Bruma,
prat.
the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both. Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there.
Kan jag bara uppdatera då?
Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search.
Okay.
Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here.
Okej. Yes, men jag behövde tydligen lyssna på den där.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
Vad rädd jag blev.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Lifsertail, you know, from...
Ha, Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Lifsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Lifsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zarxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on! Ariel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Oh. Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Ha! They breed 'em special in Alinor, don't they?
Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry.
Okej. Jag vill prata med kungen eller vad det är. Dane, prinsen. Count.
I am Silas Carvain. I have the singular honor of acting as Count of Bruma, defending her walls and ruling over her people. I am young, and I know some use this as ammunition with which to criticize me, but they are short-sighted, and they are foolish. I act in the best interest of Bruma at all times. I will always fight valiantly to defend her from threats both within and without. That is what matters. It's a complicated task, let's put it that way. On the one hand, there are the Imperials. On the other, there are the Nords. And then, there are the other cultures to contend with as well. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Stormcloak uprising in Skyrim has complicated things to a certain extent. But I'm proud to serve Bruma and her people. Well enough, I suppose. The Great War mostly spared Bruma. Thank the Divines for that. Most of Cyrodiil didn't have such good fortune. Bruma is the jewel of the Gerald Mountains. A strong and hardy city. Imperial in name, but equally Nordic by blood. And while the county surrounding her is frosty, as Viscount Carvain says, the hearts of our people burn brighter than the warmest hearth. We have our share of problems, I won't deny that. But Bruma is a prosperous county given the times. Compared to Shadenhall and Breville, Bruma might as well be paradise, and at least we were spared the horrors of the Great War. Mostly.
Okay.
Not particularly, no. I certainly don't envy my friends across the border in Skyrim, though. These are truly dark times for the Empire. Let us hope that this storm blows over, as of all the rest. But something makes me think this one's different. I fear Tamriel will never be the same again. If it's work you seek, speak with my Viscount, Marcius Carvain. He's more likely to have work for you than I. He spends most of his time in the castle.
Okay.
Good afternoon. So the guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. Can't have the Carvain artifact collection lost to some random burglar. I didn't know. I was just doing the rounds here in the castle. I was about to go to bed for the night when I noticed something. Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of one of the Akaviri amulets. But this time, nothing. I went to investigate, and the artifacts were gone. I'm sorry I can't be of more use. Some amulets, some rings, a katana, all of Akaviri design. Priceless relics. Very valuable and very well loved by the Count. Best of luck with your investigation.
Tack, Rignar. Var tyst, du pratade dessutom. Har du något att säga? Nej. Måste se om orange är mat. Jag kommer svälta ihjäl på grund av att man inte blir mätt av någonting i Bruma. Jag pallar inte. Okej. Ja, lite. Den har jag.
Oh, in Oblivion, told that guy he's a good singer.
I'm Albecchius.
Good afternoon.
Of the
Well,
Ducani.
my my ancestor, Bird, fought alongside the champion of Cyrodiil during the Battle of Bruma. The first Birdson was born after Bird.
Men det skiter väl jag i.
Given his fame and status as captain of the guard, he felt he was worthy of making a name. It's been that way for generations. Goodbye.
Men vad fan har han med någonting att göra?
Yes, traveler? Greetings. Goodbye.
Ah, fan.
We're quite old and quite influential. That's not... Our family must always strive for bigger and better things. I am privileged to enjoy quite a... The Great War took its toll on us.
Okej.
On all
Så
Cyrodiil.
du är helt oviktig.
She may not look so
Vad vill
different
du
on the
då?
surface,
Hello.
but her spirit writhes in agony.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jag har nog fan glömt vad jag ska göra.
Oh, hello. You're back. Have you played back the Memory Gem's recording for the captain? When is he arresting that damnable innkeeper? Zarx's backside. I'm leaving this awful town. I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by
Men vad fan blir inte
lizards.
förbannad på mig? I'm just a fucking messenger. Okej. Så. Hall of Champions.
I'm Bonus. My dad is Albekius. What's your name?
Why are you named Birdson?
Can I help you?
Ah,
Welcome to the Hall of the Champion, the only museum of the champion of Cyrodiil in the Imperial Province. While some call it a place of learning, I imagine it as an altar to the champion's greatness. I offer exclusive tours of the museum with thrilling explanations of the significance of each artifact. Only 20 septims for a fantastical retelling of the champion's exploits. Thank you for your contribution. Now please, follow me.
ja, det här är säkert helt meningslöst.
Oh goody, you're in for a treat. Our tour begins with the prison. The champion...
Fan. Ah, jag orkar inte. Kan jag slippa den? Ja, tack.
I've got rooms, I've got food and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt. That's good to hear. Thank you. Here, take a little bit of coin on the house. Oh, and have this. It's a leftover memory gem that one of the guys took out of the elf's pocket when he was passed out on the floor. Might fetch a decent sum.
Ska vi se.
I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough.
There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne. Or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Go on. Try.
Okay.
You here to do business?
Nu ska vi se.
Then go over to the Gerald View if it suits you better. Me, I think this inn has more character than Mr. Stantis Fancy Pants' little establishment.
Yeah, me too. I like it here.
So, what'll it be? Hungry or thirsty?
Okej. Då ska vi bara se sånt som kan mätta mig. En sån. Bara såna. En sån. Sån. Bara såna. Tack.
See you.
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. It must have been. Oh.
Jag hör inte vad du säger.
What are you looking at? Speak. That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We're battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife.
They're gone, man.
I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success. Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
See. Hired me to investigate the kidnapping of his wife. So the noble set him and his wife up to be ambushed. Okay.
Can I help you?
No.
Good afternoon.
Food. Okej, where to now? Till slottet då, kanske.
Don't judge me too harshly. You bet I would. I'm no good. So, tell you what. You give me a couple of septims, and I'll regale you with some stories. Sound like a fair trade, stranger? Thanks, stranger. Rare to... It was a... Imagine my... She
vill inte lyssna.
She chucked. Said there was some she handed me. She said. So I took down the. So, he said he was. Then all of a sudden, and just his screams as I heard. Seems like I hid. I took the back just as one of them held.
Jävlar.
Was it? The orc saw. And the
Varför betalar jag 2 spänn för det här?
He bled the rest of the. It was then that the. But she. Let's just. It was then. She said I had. And that's the story of how a few happy accidents got me into a life of adventuring.
Okej, det var säkert skitviktigt, men fan. Jag är fortfarande hungrig. Turkish. Vad är det här? Vad vill ni mig? Ett jävla spring hit och dit.
I'm Sinja.
Hello,
Sinja
I am Afana Adichie.
I'm one of the nobles of County Bruma.
Let me
Is
think.
there anything I can help
There
you with?
was one raid Simond organized last I remember. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow, but I saw it in his journal. Well, yes. He's one of those mysterious men, you know? Just has an aura about him. Piques a lady's interest. You can't blame me for peeking in his journal, I hope. We all have our vices.
Okay.
No, truth told. Though I imagine you could just check Simmons' journal if you wanted to do that. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying, I suppose. In his quarters, of course. Though you may need a key to get inside. Well, maybe I do. I'm a terrible liar. Okay, I have one. But I obviously couldn't give it to you now, could I? Unless you could always do me a favor. Here's what we'll do. I'll give you the key to Simmons' quarters, and you can do whatever you wish. But in return, you have to leave this note in his drawer. No need to read it. It's sentimental. Oh, fantastic. Here you go. I eagerly await your return.
What does this one want with D'Artagnan?
Greetings, I'm Ambry the Bard. In the mood
Can
for a
I help
song?
you?
Köpt.
Goodbye.
Ska jag sova lite, tror jag, innan jag... stick till den där sideltransporten. Vad är det här?
Can I help you?
Ah, det är bara att det är så jävla mycket att göra här i stan. Först. Jag har... Ska jag in där? Fan, jag vet inte om jag orkar göra det här. Jag skiter i den. Find a way to pressure. Det här är någon jag ska prata med.
See it? Report it.
Heard there were beasties around. Be careful, traveler. Bentior wants legal pressure. Well, I think we can certainly accommodate him there. Take... this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
Okay.
Can I help you? What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God. See you.
Yeah, sure. Nu har jag inget mer att göra i den här stan, va? I Bruma. För tillfället. Götte kan jag dra dit och sen tar jag dem på vägen där. Bra. Jag gör så att jag bryter upp mitt gameplay. Och återkommer när jag har bryggt lite kaffe. Tack för att du tittar.